welcome Dr. Manivannan, Principal Scientist, IARI Assam, to deliver special lecture on rainfall runoff relationship with reference to the soil and water conservation measures. So this is an important topic and it's very much essential for soil and water conservation students specifically. So he has a lot of experience in soil and water conservation measures, design and execution part. So he is having vast experience. So let us listen from him so that we can learn many things. So once again I invite Dr. Manivannan to present the special lecture. Please.
Respected Professor Dr. Nagarajan and all the teachers and my dear students, very good morning to all of you. So don't wait for till the end. In between, if you need also, you raise your hand, you can clarify it. So it will be easy for you. The purpose of this is that when initially I have been asked to deliver the special lecture and Dr. Ravi Kumar and Dr. Aruna Devi, they called me. That sir, we wanted some information from you where we can initiate the new research field. So I changed my initial topic and then I thought, okay, that exclusively where soil and water engineers throughout the life they are working on drip irrigation. Soil science also they are working drip irrigation, agronomists also working drip irrigation and engineers also working drip irrigation. So something new area where you can contribute to the mitigate climate change impact. Say everybody is the climate change impact. Climate change impact where it is affecting. It's not affecting directly anybody. It affects through the temperature and changes in hydrological cycle. Mainly it affects the changes in hydrological cycle. Temperature is increasing, hydrological cycle, atmospheric changes are there, pressure difference was there. The rainfall pattern is changing. The rainfall pattern is changing, then runoff pattern is changing. We forget to talk about those things. So many years, when even the fight between Tamil Nadu and Kerala also will be reduced due to the climate change. How? If the excess rain is there, Karnataka don't have place to store it, automatically it overflow, it comes to Tamil Nadu and nobody fight it. There is no excess water, themselves they will utilize it, then there will be the fight will be there. So single fight between two states also it comes to the climate change impact only. So which is playing the major role? That is the runoff. Where our engineers or climate change impact holders has to contribute more on the hydrology part of rainfall runoff relationship, but it is being not at all being attended. For that, I have one preliminary question to all of you. So the rainfall, please raise your hand. How many of you chosen the problem related to the runoff current years among all of you? Sample size is 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 26, 28, 30, 32, 35. 35% of the sample sizes I have taken it. Please raise your hand. How many of you has taken the study relevant to runoff? தமிழ்ல சொல்லணும்னா 35 பேர் இருக்கீங்க இந்த ஹால்ல. பிஜி பிஹெச்டிக்கு ப்ராப்ளம் சூஸ் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க. எத்தனை பேர் ரன் ஆஃப் சம்பந்தப்பட்ட ஸ்டடீஸை எடுத்திருக்கீங்க? பி ஃப்ராங்க், எல்லாருமே ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இயர், செகண்ட் இயர், யுவர்ஸ் இஸ் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இயர், அதர்ஸ் they will take after my lecture. நீங்க எல்லாம் செகண்ட் இயர், தேர்ட் இயர் யாருமே எடுக்கல. இதுதான் ஒரு யூனிவர்சிட்டி மட்டும் இல்ல. There are all the universities, these studies has been neglected. The reason behind is it's very hard. It is very hard. I agree it. I have taken hydrology for PG also. I have taken hydrology for PhD also, research also. Everywhere I have taken that runoff throughout my life. So I know that one how the difficulties. At the same time, that is the time to attend these studies. It is essential because this job has to be done by these soil and water engineers or climate change holder who are studying soil and water. Yourself, if you are not attending, Any other agriculture discipline will attend this particular topic? Will attend. For you itself, it's hard. Why others should attend this job? Understood. Last year, one of the student that job was given. What is his name? That ours. Karthik Reddy. When I was the co-guide, this topic was given to him that he predicted some of the thing. Of course, he got good publication also. So so that was done. Otherwise, it is not been taken up. So I appeal to you, just to motivate you to go in depth to what is there in the study and learn something. I am giving this lecture to you. Okay, my next slide, please. The runoff means you all understand what is the runoff. Everybody? Anybody can say that? One from PhD, one from PG voluntarily. How the runoff is been generated? Your own sentence you can tell? No. The runoff can be generated in two occasions. One is when the rain occurs. Anyone? When the rainfall intensity exceeds the infiltration rate of the soil, that will happen it. Otherwise, when the long day rainfall is there, when saturated condition of the soil is in 100% or above the field capacity also, runoff will taken for smaller rain also. This is the two conditions the runoff will occur it. The runoff is only for agriculture land? Is it? I have shown three pictures. Where is that Bonnu Chakamal? He went for bringing the pointer. And the top one, you see that first right side photo. It is in channel. Is it runoff? Yes. The next one is in the agricultural field. Is it runoff? Yes. So how you are seeing that whichever water is overland flow, it is called overland flow. The above the surface, whichever flow is happening, those all runoff. So this runoff, how it affects it everywhere? In agriculture land, how it affects? Increased velocity, it brings the more erosion. Yeah, it taken away the lot of nutrients. The growth is been reduced, infiltration is been reduced, root zone moisture is been reduced. It reduced the flowering season, it reduced the fruiting season, yield also been reduced. Environmentally, soil is been taken, nutrient has been taken, rivers has been silted up, dams are being silted up, rich soil is being taken away, eutrophication effect is there, all weed growth is there. There are so many factors are there. And another thing, we are deteriorating our natural resources. Where we were harvesting structures are being used for what for? Store the water and reuse it. But those capacity is being reduced due to accumulation of the oversilt. This impacts makes the changes in the yield pattern. If you make that January to January, okay, October, November, December, one crop is sown, if that all the rainfall is occurred continuously or very frequent distributions equally, then you will not find if the 1575 events are there. First event rainfall will go to the soil. முதல் rainfall மண்ணுக்குள்ள போயிடும். ஒரு 2 நாள் dry season வரும். Third day மழை பெய்யறப்ப திருப்பி அதுவும் பூமிக்குள்ள போகும். இந்த ரெண்டு ரெயின் கம்பைன் ஆகி ஒரே நாள் பெஞ்சா என்ன ஆகும்? என்ன ஆகும்? ரன் ஆஃப் ஆயிடும். அப்ப பூமிக்குள்ள போற தண்ணியோட கெப்பாசிட்டி குறையுதா இல்லையா? அதனால நமக்கு கிரவுண்ட் வாட்டர் ரீசார்ஜ் கம்மி ஆகுது. கிரவுண்ட் வாட்டரை நம்பி தான் எல்லா கிராப்பும் இருக்குது. சர்ஃபேஸ் வாட்டர் சோர்ஸ் ரிசோர்சஸ் கம்மி ஆகுது. But we never address this particular factor. That first day rain, if occurs, subsequently after 3 days that another rains occur, the first rain also and second rain also both will go to the soil. It will reach it to the groundwater aquifer. If both the rainfall is combined and occurred in the one day, what will happen? There will be the one day rainfall will occur as a runoff. So there will be the reduction in the recharge. That the entire country we are using for the groundwater for the irrigation. There is the reduction in the runoff, but we never address it. Whether we address that, what is the difference between the runoff pattern of Coimbatore during 1970s, runoff pattern of Coimbatore in 80s, runoff pattern of Coimbatore in 2000, 2010. We have studied. We have studied. The area when I joined in this college, it was half of the geographical area today which I am seeing it, Coimbatore city. All open spaces were there. There was high recharge was there. Groundwater will be high. Today groundwater table is going down every year day by day. Not only the overdraft, reduction in the artificial reach also. Whether we have accounted that how much water is reduced due to the recharge, groundwater recharge due to the construction of this much areas of the city. Whether we have accounted so far now? That's why this is the large area. We have to study so many things. But we are not going in depth. We are only restricting our studies with the known area for our operational convenience. What is convenience? Operational convenience. So these studies, whatever my presentation which I am going to give you, I will give my own experience also, that where I am MTech thesis, how I have taken it also. It will give some motivation to you. I will start like that way. It's like in any time you can change it to me. Go to the next one, please. Yeah, I have already told. The runoff is being used where for? Design of the structures. Each check dam, rainwater harvesting, farm pond, percolation pond. Every each and step runoff is required. Peak design, peak discharge runoff is required. We were designing QC equal to CIA by 360 formula when it was originally started from which year? When soil and water started, that is started that time. Civil engineering, whenever it has come that formula. Till now, we are using the same formula. Whether the estimation of that formula, it matches with your real runoff. At least whether we have installed one small gauging station and checked whether this runoff calculated by QC equal to CIA by 360 at TNA campus is matching or not any one places. We have done. This is the thesis what we have to do it. We have to bring update to the original formulas which was developed for 2000 years back, 200 years back to be modified, because the time when the rainfall is changed, the climate change occurred, high intensity rainfall occurred, high flood occurrence is there, lot of changes in the geography, land use, vegetation, so many things, but our studies are being restricted with the old designs only. Second one, water resources planning. All structures, dam, reservoirs, lake, everything. It is depends upon this formula only. How they were giving the water estimated. Karnataka catchment, total catchment area of the Kaveri basin is how much? They are estimating total runoff from the entire catchment. There only they are dividing, this much water will be given to Karnataka, this much water Kerala, this much water to Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry, like that. Where it is coming? Contingencies planning. Shifting the harvesting this planning season. Now throughout the year rain is there. Whichever, wherever, earlier Tamil there was a Adi Pattam Tedi Vidai. That means that Adi month you have to search and show it like that way. If there is no rain at all due to the climate change entire Adi month, then how will be showing it? Contingencies planning. When it is excess rainfall is occur in the moisture, that is more important. Flood and drought management. Due to this excess rainfall, high intensity rainfall, runoff is occurring. What extent it is occurring? How much this runoff will affect the subsequent places, either residential area, river, or wherever? We have not addressed, we have not studied it. then mitigation of climate change impact. If you have the right quantity, prediction and estimation of runoff from the particular catchment or particular area, it will be very easy to manage your climate change impact. So the next decision, how much water, where to be stored, you can correctly work out it. 12 month, which month water is more important to harvest? Which month you will get the highest runoff to store it? Water budgeting, water balances, hydrological cycle, this is all changing due to this runoff. But that is the reason the runoff is a component which is more important, and it is originated from, particularly in India, runoff can be generated from all flow. In Himalaya, it can be generated from the ice melting, glacier melting. I talk about only runoff generated from the rainfall. Only one source. Okay. So here we talk about only rainfall and runoff relationship studies. Next one, please. So now we can go that one. I will show that my own stories. In 1995, when I joined MTech in the same colleges, like you, that I also got allotted the chairman, and he was a very exposed person, Professor Dr. K. Ramasamy, well-known personalities. He advised me that you just go and work in the tank. That's all. You try to work in the tank, some studies you conduct it. And he also given reference of all big people who worked in the tank, Anna University, here, so many people's names also was given to me. Then I went and searched in the articles that what kind of studies they have conducted. Their studies are all not relevant exactly to my discipline, soil and water engineering. It was like a economical, it was like a, what you can say, encroachment type, urbanization, impact of reduction of the catchment relationship runoff, catchment area reduced, the command area reduction, like that. So I thought something I should contribute different than this. Then I have chosen this. Catchment is there, runoff is there. So how the catchment inflow to the tank is, because Tamil Nadu, it was a very tank irrigation is very high. And my district, Ramanathapuram district, it is a very intense, where I born and brought up, it is a Ramanathapuram district of Tamil Nadu. So that area is well known to me. I am seeing the flow from the runoff from the tank, how it is coming, how it is filling, how it is being irrigated, it is known to me. But I was not knowing what is the science behind it. After I joined only, I understood that whatever water is coming to the tank is called runoff. And where we are irrigating it's a command area. Then I thought some mechanism I have to derive. I have selected 7 tanks from the Ramanathapuram district, and I have predicted runoff using SCS runoff method. So SCS runoff is very common method. So I want to compare something advanced than that method. So where we can take it. So advanced method is already that our Vidya also is proposed, projected. The green arm is a very accurate method in predicting infiltration rate. So wherever that runoff we are including the green arm, it will be definitely accurate. So I have selected green arm method to predict it. After selecting, objective was given to compare that green arm SCS method in tank catchments, everything. When if you go through the methodology, the data which is mentioned in the green arm, it is not at all available. You go to the next one. I will tell you which one I am not getting it. Yeah, go next. This you see that one. Effective hydraulic conductivity, effective suction at the wetting front, available soil porosity, infiltration rate, accumulated infiltration rate. These data are not available for Ramanathapuram, that 7 tanks which catchment I have taken it. And I need to give the variation in the all 7, I should give 7 parameters. So where I will get 7 parameters? I have referred to that university book. I have referred National Bureau of Soil Survey. Nobody, all people, they have taken the sample in 100 square meter area. 100 square meter area. Even Tamil Nadu, we will get only soil data for only 3 districts. If you join that time, we will get this data. So it was little stressful life. Then my chairman is always the taskmaster. He will tell, "Neenga pannanunga," that's all. He will tell. You have to do it. So I have gone to the area. I discussed with the soil scientist and all. They told these are the methodology we can do manually. I brought every samples around 80 to 90 samples of each casman. Almost 700, 600 samples I brought it and worked in that pressure plate apparatus day and night. And another also daytime. All science laboratory, WTC, they will work for the project. And they are given me only after office hours, evening hours, that wherever they were not, I used to go and sit there. Whenever they are giving free machine, that time I should put it continuously and operated. I did it. And I have compared these both with the measured runoff. Then again you see, there is no mechanism to measurement in the tank. How to find out the measurement? So how we'll do it again? Then I have measured the tank water levels in one season. In the, there already tanks are there, no? 3 feet, 1 feet. Then I stayed there and I measured water level. Understood? Then I have calculated, measured the sluice outlet level. How much water is going out in all the sluices. Then infiltration rate minus evaporation rate minus it. Then I got that what is exactly inflow outflow data. From there I conducted the, come to the measured data, measured runoff. That measured data I have used this. So now what you will think always, when the measured data required, the multicellular divisor or stage level recorded, measured data is not available with the PWD. So you will not take this work. Understood? That's why I am telling. I started the runoff measuring by floating method. I started measuring the runoff by floating method. What is floating method? You know, in the one drain you go and stand in one place, 0 meter, put the paper or some floating there, note the timing, measure the distance. Whenever timing it comes to the next 60 meter, you find the velocity. Understood? Velocity per hour. Then cross section of the channel, you incorporate it. Then total overland duration of the flow multiplied with this, we will get the runoff. This was my first runoff. And now I am measuring with the telescopic equipment. What is that? There will be the sensor. Sensor will be installed in the channel. And SIM card will be placed there. And I can download from the computer. So last 25 years, I started to measure the runoff with a floating method and today telescopic method. So this is the changes what you can make. When you get the knowledge in the subject, you can make use of your own brain. Irrespective of that, where you have been posted and where you are there, whether you want to measure the runoff in tank catchment or measure the runoff in reservoir, runoff in channel or runoff in everywhere, you can do it if you understand the concept. Understood? Why I am motivating this? Because of lack of facilities, lack of data, we are not taking the hydrological studies. That is the injustice to the society, I am telling. We have to give it. So similarly, that samples, I have derived it. And I have made it that this methodology, that green numped can be used if you give the manual data or derived data. But till now, we don't have these input parameters for entire India or Tamil Nadu. But whereas US, if you go and if you click that green numped method, all data will come for your geographical locations. You can estimate it directly. Then you go to next one I am telling. Then I compared it, then measured data, and I found that like our Vidya only, some of that time it is 97. Go to the next one. Some model efficiency and all we have worked out. Next one. Yeah, this is that 7 tanks which I have taken Teriveli, Puseri. It is in Mudugalaturu district. Next one. Yeah, these are the parameters. Next. Yeah, this is the model efficiency comparative. Next one. Next one. Yeah, this paper again. This all methodology I have used. Then after 98, I thought that somewhere we have to publish in international journal. I submitted to elsewhere journal agricultural water management. Straight away that fellow wrote some 3-page comment. That time we have to send by post. Registered post I send, after 6 months they will review and send it, one paper will come. They have put, and that time I joined in Goa. Then after reaching to the WTC, they forwarded the comments to me. Then I have read 3-page note was given. Your reference for measuring runoff, methodology for measuring runoff, this is incorrect. That so many queries was there. Because whatever we have done it all our own. And we need to give the justification, references, everything. Then I tried it, so I understood that this agriculture water management fellow will not publish it. Then again I submitted to the 1 year Journal of Hydrology. Then again Journal of Hydrology, they straight away rejected that your period of study is only 1 year. Today I am saying you Vidya, why I am very much particular that you can't do it. They said that my PG is only 2 years. This is a postgraduate study and 1 year coursework. For this entire work to going to Ramanathapuram district, collecting this many samples and all, you see how much it was a painful work. My classmate, everybody says that why you are working like this that time. Everybody knows it. So afterwards, I submitted to the hydrology. They also rejected in the year 2000, I think. Again, I submitted. You go to first page to another journal. People may be knowing this agricultural engineering journal. It is comes from the AIT Bangkok. You know that Bangkok is the ASEAN Institute of Technology, was very popular university. All our professors studied there. That journal was run from there. There I sent it. At last, after 2-3 reviews, they have published in 2001. Afterwards, I fed from the thesis. I should not. MTech thesis, I am telling. Local journals, so many are published on 2-3, but this is the one of the international journal. Why I am saying, if you put any effort on runoff rainfall relationship, you have the good publications, good future, good things and all. Understood? So that's why I am showing my own case study here. How much it was difficult to write so many times, so many articles, so many journals. At last, not elsewhere or something, some Thailand journal has published me, na? Understood? How many of you are having this kind of mentality? Why you are writing to the only 4.2, 4. That time, I was not aware what is NAS rating, what is Scopus index, nothing. That time itself we could be able to do. When we are aware that journal and all, we are not interested to publish it. So there are so many reasons are there for that purpose. But now you have the good opportunities. When selecting the problem itself, you should identify that these problems, whether really addressing in the international concern. Understood? That's why I am presenting this one. Any doubt is there in this? Anybody's? Next one, please. Yeah. So afterwards, when I joined to the Goa, that institute mandate was horticulture, only horticulture crop. And I am soil and water engineer. There are veterinary people are there, animal science people are there. Everybody is asking me, who are you? Why you came here? This is the crop institute. Engineering, what kind of work you will do like that? Just 3 months intensively I was studying here and there. Then I went to the director with the one big program that I want to get exposure across the country. You give me a tour program. He was looking at me. Where you want to go? I want to visit Dehradun, Karnal. So many institute list also I have given. Then he had approved my tour also with the fund and all. Around 18 days I went on the tour across the country. I came out. Then I proposed the project. Then before going there, he told that 35-hectare land is given by the state government. It is underutilized every day. People are asking me question. If at all you can do, you do in that area only like that. That is the condition given to me. It's a jungle forest area. So I planned my experiment such a way that it is meeting the mandate of the institute and meeting the mandate of my interest, my specialization, and meeting the interest of the state also. That's why I had undertaken set up soil conservation measures for the cashew is dominated in that state, mango, areca nut, coconut, those areas, all the crops. I started with the cashew and end with the areca nut, banana, all run off with the conservation, without conservation. Not only one, Cashew with how many conservations are there? Half moon terraces, vegetative barrier, continuous CCT, contour trenches, graded trenches, standard contour trenches, standard elliptical trenches, not only one dimension, so many dimensions. 3 meter by 45 centimeter, 3 meter by 30 centimeter. So 30 centimeter depth is minimum, 45 centimeter is highest. 3 meter is maximum, 2 meter length is minimum. So evaluated in so many trenches, everywhere runoff causing station was put it. So I suggested that this area, after 7 to 8 years of the study, I came out with the recommendations that this trench is more suitable for this cashew crop. And if you take these trenches, then you will get 7 times higher yield than the normal. That study was recommended. Then I also suggested that some micro scale water harvesting systems and for supplemental irrigation for the cashew. Cashew was not been taken for any kind of crop in Goa previously. That time, farmers, state government, everybody was interested why these kind of studies are appearing in the newspaper. Everybody asked me to conduct the study. I have taken up in the watershed also. Then government also found that there is a yield increase in the cashew nut. So they adopted the subsidy for that, whatever the technology I developed. And at last 2009, as a single man, I could able to get ICAR Vasantrao Nayak award for this particular work. But in that institute, no measurement is there, no technical is there, no assistant will be there. Starting from digging the pit and installing the causing station, I will be there. I must say, proud to say that very rarely the soil and water engineers are exposed to design and installation of the causing station. Normally they depend on the technicals and other civil engineers. And I can say for any of you, if you need, I can guide you how to design and the installation of all kind of causing stations for measuring the runoff, starting from multi-slot divisor to the telescopic water level recorders. Understood? So this is the things what you have to learn and come up with that. I am also from the same university, Almighty, where you are studying. Understood? But why you are not coming up? To talking like that, I also feel that from South India, now the input to the air has also been reduced. We have so many positions in South India, but people are not qualified. Very rarely. I think from particular Tamil Nadu origin, after me, soil and water engineering, none qualified for so many years. Is it after 25 years? Why? You are all having good job here? So the exposed studies are more important. That's why we have to go through in-depth knowledge. These kind of things will be asked so many questions. So next one, please. I will go through very fast. Again, I have not left it. So many nutrient losses. You can, once if you do the study, one plot also, you can monitor the runoff, you can monitor the soil loss, then you can monitor how much nutrient NPK saved due to the soil conservation measures. NPK saved due to the overland flow, due to the climate change impact. Understood? High flow, how much is there? You can compare within the 25 events also. Suppose 25 events are there. Which event, which intensity rainfall has taken the high nutrients to the outside? Nothing. One PhD you can complete by measuring 30 events of the rainfall in-depth analysis. You can make 300 crops by recording the 30 days event. You cannot do that many crops. Even you record the one crop with a yield for 3 months also, that many yield data you cannot generate it. That is the value of the runoff data. Very important data the runoff is. Next one, you see that I have taken, this is the one of the experimental setup. You see that half moon terraces, contour trenches, takered trenches, semi-elliptical trenches without conservation measures. Next one, please. This is also been done so many times, and part of this study was I have used for my PhD also. So my PhD also on hydrology, MTech also on hydrology, on tank command, and PhD is on surface hydrology on agricultural land use. Understood? Next one, please. Yeah, again, there is the technology I have developed for Geotextiles to controlling the erosion and slope stabilization. Geotextiles, you all of you know it. That was the topic originally I have proposed to give them. Then they told this is like a developmental work that we wanted the research score like that way. There what happened, and no studies in India measured the runoff. You can search in the Google or Google Scholar. Anybody studied the runoff under geotextiles? You select it, all of you. Search it there. Nobody has done it. Even entire world also. Everybody is done in the 1 square meter coir. Put it in the laboratory like you are doing no simulator, rainfall simulator. There only they did it. But I did in the real field with the natural rainfall, not simulated rainfall. 3 years data was being generated. Various specifications, 500 GSM, 600 GSM, 700 GSM, how the thickness, that weft thickness means the jute projectiles that the cross thread is there, na? That is the weft. How the overland flow is being affected by that weft. That weft has been adjusted. Understood? I used to record the runoff data in Ooty and suggest to the Kolkata factory. That weft can be reduced or increased like this. So this way, I have standardized the geotextiles for slope stabilization. So you see that one, all 3 years by the grass, 60% slope, 90% slope, we have measured this runoff data and generated it. Based on the runoff velocity and the runoff data, we have manufactured the jute geotextiles. Understood? This is the kind of things where you can use this runoff wherever it is relevant. I am giving my experiences. There will be so many applications where you can search and search where runoff can be there, where you can study it there. Next one, please. This is the all runoff and soil loss under different geotextiles. Next one. Yeah, this is the also same thing. Next one. Thank you. Yeah, this is the how much nutrient I have worked out. This is for you only. How much? 17.8%, 68.6% nutrients are saved. Because nowadays ecological people are asking, I will tell that 5 tons of that nutrients are saved. There are 5 tons is okay. How much percentage you are saving it? If the 10 tons goes, I am saving 6 tons. So how much percentage you are saving? That how much nutrients are being replaced with inorganic fertilizer. This much soil goes to the sea or river, the farmer has to apply to refill that losses, they have to apply the fertilizer. Otherwise, why they are applying the fertilizer? Fertilizer can be applied either the plant will take or it will go eroded. So we can suggest the methodology that how much nutrients can be controlled. This will be more useful for agronomy students and all, that runoff nutrients, how economics can be reduced. How much inorganic and organic fertilizer can be reduced by adopting this kind of conservation measures. So this can be worked out if you are having the runoff data. Next one. So I will tell you one of the model which was used recently. This is I am not the PI, I am only the co-PI and my colleague Dr. Katsuri Tilagam and Dr. Ompal Singh Kola, they have made this prediction of movement of nutrients in the runoff. How much nutrients, NPK, is moving in the from the agricultural land. I will tell that main purpose of this one. In Ooty, in agricultural area for carrot and all, they used the wide range of the fertilizers and pesticide also. When the fertilizer they apply for high rainfall area, the next day rain will come. All nutrients will go. It will accumulate in the drainage channels, lakes. When it is accumulating there, higher weed growth will come. That is called eutrophication, correct? That is harmful for that again water bodies. To reduce those effect, to reduce the that nutrients movements in from the agricultural water set, what kind of practice can be adopted? What kind of practice can be adopted? That was run in the AGNPS model. You may be knowing what is AGNPS? All are knowing or not? Agricultural non-point pollution source, AGNPS, yeah, non-point, non-point for model something. 1 minute. If you go for next one. Yeah. Come down. Yeah. Agree. No, yes, that one. Agricultural non-point source pollution means what it is, non-point or point? What is non-point and point? If you know the point or source of the point of the source where pollution is happening, that is a point source. Where you don't know the where it is non-point pollution is happening, generating, that is non-point source. In agricultural water set, we may not be knowing where is exactly from. This farmer or that farmer or any farmer, or is it coming from fertilizer application, or is it coming from organic application, or it is coming from any other. That takes like a bulk ones. And that's why it is called non-point source pollution model. I have one question. Agriculture graduates, you are from agronomy? Agronomy? You have any kind of models about introduction in your course programs, PhD or PG? Like climate models, hydrological models, nothing, eh? No models. Course is not there? Is there? What is the title of the course? Title of the course? Crop models? You have crop models, right? Engineers? You have any models? You have, I have taken so many question paper for you. Huh? Don't cheat me that I have taken your PhD qualification question paper, I have taken PG exam also, I have taken it. Please tell the title of the course. Soil and water simulation models. In that model, what model you are studying? Huh? Only WPP. So after WPP, then not this model is not studied. SWOT that is all universal soil loss equation only. AG and PS is not studied. Not studied. But I request teachers, this is not a very big thing. So one day job only. You can talk on these models also. Even though syllabus it is not there, these models also more relevant to agricultural water sets. The chemical movement is the more one of the important one. So these models will be more useful and it is freely available also. So next one, please. Yeah. These are the some of the examples where the nutrients can be predicted easily. Next one. This model is developed by USDA. Understood? It is based on the cell. That the entire water set be divided into the cell, number of cell, right? Each cell will be given the data. Understood? Each cell will be given all the input data. Generally, we gave the map, land use map. Now you go to the next one. Next one. Yeah. These are the input data. You can see that almost how many input data are there? 22 data are there. It's not so easy to run one model. You can read it. Cell number, curve number, land slope, slope half factor, field slope length, channel slope, side slope, Manning's roughness coefficient, erodibility factor, cover management, support practice factor, surface condition, soil structure, fertilization level, point source indicator, gully source, chemical acceleration demand, inbound factor and channel indicator. Each cell, you go to the cell, next one. Yeah, next one. Output will be there. We will get so many outputs. Almost 24 output you will get. If you give this many data, you will get this many. And each output, no, you can publish as a one paper like this. It is the things. If you do very in-depth, and this will become that very rich publications. Next one. Yeah, this model, what is happening? Runoff is predicted by using the SCS curve number method, and soil loss is predicted by using universal soil loss equations. Next one, please. So this is SCS curve number method. All of you know. Next one. Yeah, universal soil loss equation also you know. I don't want to. Next one. This is the data input per cell. One cell you need to build like this way. In one water set, we will have 2000 cells like that. You go to the my cells of this water set. Next one. Next, this is my authors, deriving land management practices. This is the one of the project recently published in the one of the high rated journal, I think 9.81 of NAS rating, which is published by Sustainability. That journal has published this article. You just go to that. Main purpose is how agricultural practices, that means fertilizer application practices, can be reduced. So the model was run and found the suitable practices like that. We made so many criteria. That is more important. You go to the next one, please. Yeah. This is, you skip it, go. Water set is from Nilgiris, 2125 meter mean sea level and 6523 hectare area. Next. This is the model, what it is simulated already in the, it was given. Next one. Yeah, this is the study area. Next. Yeah, this is the map you have to generate from the dam. You may be knowing that digital elevation model. You should generate the land use, and slope and flow direction map. Next one. Then we can get the land use map also. This is required, that the land slope direction, land use. This is the input of the model. We can link with the quantum GIS or ArcGIS. This is being done through ArcGIS. Then these maps you have to create in the GIS. Then it will go as a input to the AGNPS model. Next one. Yeah, this is the clay loam soil structural map. We need to give it. Next one. Next. Yeah, this is the cell. These many cells, we have to give the data. Cell size is 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer. So every 1 kilometer means how much it is? 10,000 square meter area we have to give it. But this is, we have taken very less number of cells because of that, but it will be more. I have taken 247 acres, but we should take 100 acre in one cell, 50 to 100 acre. But our study area is very big, 6,000 hectare. 6,000 hectare means how many acres? It is more than 12,500, 13,000 acre. So that's why 4 cells will come for 1,000 acre. So our data input will be more and more. So we have taken only 247 acre, one cell area like that way. Next one. And the data was given. The event-wise rainfall runoff is generated. Here you see, calibration was done for 2003. Where we have done 2003 measured data, we have done calibration of the model. And where we have predicted, you see it 18, 19 maybe. Go to next one. Yeah. Next one. Oh, 1 minute. This is the estimated or predicted. Here you have seen 2017. 2003 model was validated using the data of 2003, and 2017 I have tested. So there was no overlap at all. I have evaluated this model with Vidya and I applied it to you. Your name, second madam, Janani. I have not tested with Vidya, I validated also with Vidya. That model should not be done it. All you should understand it. At least we have to give the variation in the climate, variation in the season, variation in the parameters, input parameters. Everywhere there should be the variation. Only thing is the location should be same. Understood? That should be the validation and calibration. Nowadays, many scientists are doing subsequently also. They are using 16 data, 17 data for calibration, 18, 19 data for validations. Continuously, 6 years they are taking, first 3 years, second 3 years. Like that, all the studies are there. Just next one. This is the nutrient movement in 8, 5, 17, 16 kg rainfall, that nitrogen is moving, 4.2 phosphorus is moving it. Here also again you are interesting. Why phosphorus movement is less? The movement of phosphorus in the runoff is comparatively less. The phosphorus will not dilute very fast and move in the fast as a runoff as nitrogen and potassium is most. So always this runoff of in the phosphorus also will be less. This is also I come through all my data recorded from last 25 years in Casio field, agricultural field, everywhere we are measuring, then we come to know that all the places why phosphorus movement is less like that. This is also been done like this way. Next one. This is nitrogen and phosphorus by 25% of fertilizer. So they again, we have made three scenarios like reduce the fertilizer for 25%, reduce the area, land use changes. So one is compulsorily introducing 25% of the tea because the tea comparatively the fertilizer application will be less compared to the vegetable. So introducing 25% of the area as a tea cultivation. Then second scenario is reducing the 25% of the fertilizer reduction. So in this run model has been run. So both the conditions. So their model will take only 25% of the reduced input is given and the area 25% of the tea was given. So how it is selected? 25% tea area, 50% tea area, 75% tea area. So where we are getting the optimum result? That's model was done it. Here the model we used for making the policy decisions or making the recommendations to the government. Next one, please. Yeah, 50% reduction. Earlier one scenario, 25%, 50% reduction. You can see 50% if you reduce it, how much nitrogen phosphorus is reducing. You go to previous slide, same date 8.5. Yeah, 8.5, 25%. It is nitrogen is 27.71. Next, 18.01. When we are making 25% reduction, 7 to 8 kg is reducing per hectare. Next one. 7. All scenario, I have not changed the data, rainfall data. Same date, everything was run it. Then only you can give the justification for your study. Next one. This is the alternative land scenario. That is that changes in the land use pattern. Next. Yeah, next. The model was tested. Just I will tell you afterwards, we have come to the conclusion that changing 25% T may reduce the so many 50% or 25% result. I have not seen it. The fertilizer, which will be optimum eutrophication status in the river bodies. So this is the technology. We have run the model in various scenario and we have given the recommendations. Understood? So this is the sum of the studies, because I am in the transfer basis, materials are lying here and there. I could not be able to collect all my photos. So this has come in that from when I was in Assam. And I could able to get limited photos to show you. I had measured multi-slot divisor, stage level recorders, V notches, horizontal slot samplers, all photos are there with me. At last, this is the I told telescopic water level monitoring system. Here that every places our old style weirs will be installed. What is that? Weir, rectangular weir, Cipollotti weir or V notches. In that weir sensor will be installed only for water level. That where that stage level recorder we are using the stage level, that will be recorded here. That we will be incorporated with the cross section of the flow. So this data will go to Waterlog, that company website, and it will reach it to our computer every day. There is a SIM card is there inside this data locker. Understood? If you give the SIM card number, it will try and bring it to our computer that data. That is the telescopic. The place where we are sitting, we can record the water level data in the particular river. This I installed in Goa. Before I come here, I have installed in Goa. So this is the things what I want to suggest to you, that one is that next slide please. Yeah, these are the channels. Next one. Yeah, there are various kinds of that streams, various kinds of measurements. Next one. You go to that PDF, another PDF. I will just show that article also how it was being taken up. don't feel that that reviewers are writing so many commands, very worse commands and all. People used to tell me that your English is very poor. Is it correct? My English is very poor? So, no, I'm telling, when I joined in the system, this is all been done. So you don't feel it like that. This is that recent article, and my colleague Dr. Kasturi Tilagam published this paper. I am only the taken off runoff part only, and she is the soil scientist, so that's a teamwork. And recently, I think this year only it is got published. It went through so many reviews. It's not very easy. Go to that. Next one. Yeah. Why I am saying that? This is I am covering it. You should have the reviews very in depth in the introduction part and show that this study was not been done, or if it is done, why you have to do that one. So normally what you will do, you will avoid that same kind of study in the review. Be frank, correct or not? Correct or not? Somewhere they studied the study, you will remove it. Not shown on the, but you can remove your external evaluator, your paper reviewer. How they will remove? They will write immediately, this work is already been done and this thesis cannot be accepted. So instead of that, you try to give justification. Yes, this study has been done, but this factor is not attempted by that. AGNPS model is allowed everywhere. They run it down, calibrated everything. Here where what we did? We have run for different condition and we derived the management practices using the AGNPS model. Here our innovation is using the AGNPS model for deriving land use management practices. Understood? So this should be your main mind in that. For that, you have to go through number of articles, right? Don't copy it from previous authors and all like that. Try to search it. Google can go that one. You are getting everything now. Understood? And it should be up to latest. If you are publishing the paper this year, they expect at least last year, 21, you are sending the paper, at least 19, 20, you should review it. Understood? All papers. And while reading all the papers, you must identify what is the mistakes in every study. Not mistake, what is the gap? Yeah, this person is studied, this he has studied, but he has not attempted this work. He attempted this work, but this he has not attempted. Like that, you have to bring and you have to say that I am going to attempt this work. Correct? So this is the gap identification for your PG thesis. Understood? So for that, at least if you want to publish in international big high rated journal, 75 references is required. How much? 75 references are required. Understood? Yeah, next one. Materials and methods. You have to justify where you are different from others. Where you are different from others. I told where I MTech thesis, I did all the data from estimated from my own from there. I have used the input parameters. Wherever the original model was given different method. I have used only taken the parameter wetted front and I have used my own methodology to estimate the wetted front. And I evaluated also. I gave justification also for that what I did is correct. Understood? So you have to make it like that way. Methodology should be very clear. Linkages. Your thesis methodology should have the link. I have predicted here irrigation is separate, yield is different. What do you want to do with the irrigation? And morning Divya went to Vidya, morning Vidya went to eat idli in Lali Road. One sentence. Janani went to Vadavalli, had lunch in the afternoon. What is the difference for, what is the use for these two, you tell me? What I want to show it? So thesis should have the linkages. What problem you are? You can have the multiple number of objectives, but each objective should have linked to each other. Either it should address the another objectives or it should answer to another objectives. It should be like that way. Understood? Not like that. I am predicting the watershed characters. Okay, what you will do with watershed characters? The watershed characters, if I am applied to this model, then predicting watershed character is important. Or you are planning for that. Some planning you are making. You are simply predicting watershed character. What so many people are already predicted watershed characters. Getting my point, my dear friends? So there should be the make sure that your objectives and methodologies should have the continuous linkages. Understood? Then go ahead, next one. And wherever methodology is there, you should give the references, visible references, not like that someone newspaper, someone you can take government reports, you can take the reviewed journals, understood? Textbooks, those kind of things. Textbooks also published based on the authors only. The backside, if you see, original paper will be there. Next one. Yeah, these are the maps. Next. Yeah, results. In the results, you can mention that what are the results you got by the earlier peoples. Understood? One is you got it. This much result I have received. This is variations. In the result, you can mention how many people earlier they got similar kind of the result. Don't hide it. You should mention with the references. Be frank, right? Whether they have not come also, you don't think that somebody is committing the mistake, published in the high rated journal also, it will be right. Your situation result may be different. So what will come in the discussion? Vidya got this result in 1980, Janani got this result in 1892, I got this result, which is totally differ from both the things. The reason behind this, these are the things. For that, I analyzed this many parameters, this many graphs. That is the discussion. Understood? Correct? I am particularly, I am saying about in this case, model cases. AGN plus is not already tested, calibrated, it is giving better result. Then what you did there? It is predicting the nutrient loss also. So everybody has already been predicted, everybody has not been done. We can say that one hill model, it was not been predicting well. So we have made the changes in particular parameter, it was predicting well. And it was been tested using by so many methods. And we proved that this using this parameter, incorporating this model is justified. So wherever that India or hill region or a particular high rainfall region, you want to use the model, if you can do it like that. In Goa, I forgot to tell you, in that Casio I have recorded, no, I have made, run the web model for that. But web model cannot predict, cannot be run for the conservation measures. It did not account for the trenches, how much water I am storing in the trenches. Understood? So I have identified the crucial factors, the shear capacity or of the shear strength of the soil and another parameters. I made the adjustment factor for that by running that so many repeated data. If you take that shear strength and you adjust with that adjustment factor, that will match to the trenches. That was suggested, but unfortunately I could not able to publish because I have given to one of my young scientists in my totals, but he published before me. He appeared in that same thing in the T and he got published. So it was the things which you have to do it. Understood? So now you are getting clear about what is methodology, what is result, what is discussion, right? But where we are seeing the thesis, the discussion is not differ from the result. Whatever you are given in the result, you are getting, okay, Vidya is 2 feet lesser than the Dharani. He is lesser than the weight 5 kg less. Okay, that is the result. But why? Vidya fathers did not give her good food during her age of 40, that 5 years. That time, that growth factor is been affected. That growth factor has reduced the weight throughout the career. That is the result which we have to provide to you. Not like that, simply comparing 10 events we observed. This is less, this is height, this is more. Even my papers also initially it was like that way, but over the period of time we have improved. That improvement I am telling you initial itself, right? Otherwise people will tell, he is talking like a very big man like that. I am also struggled more worse than you, I am telling that. There was not much guidance for us. Now it has come up. After we complete everything, they are telling, no, we are going to measure you using this like that. When I grown up like this. Understood? So my dear friends, this is my end. Next one, please. Yeah. Representations in the results, you should have the very narrow, small parameters, more number of representations should be there. Understood? Not like that taking consolidated report like that way. The report presentation, you make sure that 10 to 15 graphs are there, tables are enough, so that there will be the NX difference. More table, more graphs if you put, then discussion will be lengthy. Generally, discussion part should be lengthier than the result part. Keep it in mind. Huh? PhD scholars who already submitted PG thesis, you are accepting me or not? You will not accept because your discussion part might have been lesser than your result, but change it yourself. Future for PhD thesis, you make it, result and discussion will be more like that. So no one can challenge your thesis or done like anything. With this, I have taken enough time from you, and next one you just go through it. Yeah, fast like that way. That's all. How many references are there in this? Just you go. How much? Yeah, 64 references are there. But this is less. We could not able to get relevant studies much on that. Understood? Okay. So now it is open for any kind of clarifications. Make use of these studies for your future. Any doubt is there, we can discuss it, please. Nutrient loss cannot be estimated for the soil. Nutrient loss can be estimated. Soil or silt has to be collected. Representative silt. Normally 1 liter, 2 liter. Right? We will extract the solution. Digestion method, soil scientists are there. They will extract the solution. In that solution, how much nutrient is there? That will be converted to the total runoff. We will collect from the 1 liter runoff. And throughout the day, how much runoff is there? It will be multiplied. That again, it will be multiplied to the area, converted to the kg per hectare, like that. Right? Yeah. We collect the sample from outlet, where you are saying water set outlet, drainage point outlet, where you are measuring the runoff data, same location we have to collect the sample, silt samples. Right. Generally, nowadays, thesis don't have the discussions. I will tell you. Okay, you are producing the results, graphs and other things, but you are not able to give the justification. That's why questions are increasing. See, keep it in the mind, when you are writing thesis first time, it is new for you. But your reviewer will be 30 years experienced man. He would have already known all the A to Z review everything. So keep it in the mind that your reviewer will be the experienced person, and always you think that our thesis will go to some university. If you go to university, you are lucky. But sometimes it goes to the developmental organization or research organization. This will be a little bit complicated. Understood? So keep it in the mind always. It won't go to see where thesis may go to assistant professor also. It may go to professor also. Assistant professor will have the 5 years experiences. So that another person will have the 15 years experiences. So it is and all, you don't take risk that your thesis where should go, where it will go and all. You cannot divide it. So overall, you are ensure that your thesis has the enough discussions. You plan like that way. Take more time to writing the thesis. Understood? You are taking normally less time to write the thesis. Huh? You are working till the end of that one and hurriedly you are writing the thesis. Take more time to writing part. nothing worried. If you are not able to complete within 3 years, take the 6 months for writing the thesis. You are not going to lose anything, I will tell you. But do the satisfied work. That's more important. Once if you say that I got my degree for this discussion, meant this thesis, that thesis has to be shown to everybody throughout the life to you. Understood? Everywhere, when if you are going interview, when you are talking to somewhere, higher positions, everywhere, you have to show that this thesis only I got the degree like that. So throughout the life, you will be reminding your thesis in future. If you are being widely exposed like a national level or international level. Understood? So this feeling may not be there when if you are within your own home state, home law, not home state or like that. But when if you move it to the national level or international level like a USA, foreign countries and all, this is plays the major role for you. Understood? So keep it in the mind that have the enough discussion parties been included in the thesis part. I thank for the opportunities to given by our dean and also the head of the division soil and water and Professor Nagarajan, all the staffs and patiently listening from there. I also thanks. I am seeing some of the online participants, mostly Dean PG is there. If he is there, thank you, sir, and the representatives of the Dean PGs also, and all other professors. Maybe expecting that your feedback also to me through my mail. Okay, whether I should be invited for next time, whether I have given the capable lecture to the students or whether useful or not. Thank you very much patiently for listening my lectures and giving the great opportunity. Always I feel the proud and pleasure to be there, my university, where I have been created. That always I say that the Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu Agriculture University had made polished me and produced it to the country that where I am flourishing now. So it is always my pleasure and I am loyal to the university and my teachers to brought me to this stage. Thank you one and all.
Good afternoon to all. It's a privilege and a great joy to extend a vote of thanks on this occasion. I express our hearty thanks to our Honorable Vice Chancellor Ma'am and Dean School of PG Studies for giving the wonderful opportunity for PG and PhD students and for a good kind of guest lecture you have got it today. Then we take this opportunity to thank Dr. S. Manivanan sir, Principal Scientist, Land and Water Management Engineering, ICAR, Indian Agriculture Research Institute, Assam, who had delivered the guest lecture on rainfall runoff relationship. So it's a very good lecture and our students got very much benefited. We got very good inspiration also, how to do the research work and how we have to write the research, everything our student got an idea and now only they have started their research, so it will be very beneficial for us. Thank you, sir. Then I express our sincere thanks to our Dean Engineering IC and RI Coimbatore. Then for his support and guidance, I extend my thank to our professor and head Dr. V. Ravikumar sir, Department of Soil and Water Conservation Engineering, for the constant help and guidance. Sir couldn't attend this meeting. Then I would like to thank Dr. K. Nagarajan sir, Professor and Head, Department of Soil and Water Conservation Engineering, AEC and RI Kumulur, and other faculty members who had made this meeting successful. And I extend my warm thanks to our other teaching staff, non-teaching staff, PG and PhD students, and Ms. Vidya and other volunteers for their participation and interaction. Thank you so much. Thank you.